To edit or not to edit? That is the question. So it is, what is it? It's Wednesday, and I know that all these episodes previously, I keep on telling you that things that I do for a reason, and it actually takes me somewhere, hopefully at least. And I'm not sure that it's really apparent when I go to stuff like a podcasters meetup, then why the hell am I at a podcasters meetup? And you never know who you run into or what connections you can make. You can make really good friends. You can meet people who are similar to you, and you could, plan the future with, doing all sorts of great stuff. And as a result of that event, now here with the guys from Rebel Head Entrepreneurs.
Hello!
Plotting and scheming. Not sure if we can if we can say what we're.
We can. I think we can say.
You want to do the honors?
Okay, so we're delighted to meet this wonderful fellow at the podcast meetup. Just a few weeks ago, and sometimes you meet people and there's just an immediate connection, both personally and, as Meza said, professionally, with the opportunities for the future. Meeting creative people is so important. So here we have a business called Rebel Head Entrepreneurs, where we interview inspiring, disruptive, creative, millennial entrepreneurs who want to change the future because they understand that innovation and disruption is the future of business. And we are now going to be collaborating with Meza and recording podcasts every week from this beautiful establishment.
We're stealing the space. It's ours now. We've conquered it.
So yeah, it's been fantastic. And as you said, I mean, that is, you never know. Entrepreneurship is like jumping off a cliff and building your wings as you go down. Yeah. You didn't go to that podcast meetup with a specific intention in mind. You've got to let life take you, and if you're open to the opportunities, things like this happen.
Yeah, exactly. Not just about professionally, just in life general.
In life,
if you stay indoors all the time and you're lazy all the time, you never meet anyone that you're going to have fun with in normal life or professional life or whatever.
Will pass you by.
Yeah,
and get out there.
Actually, so last night I went to, I think this is quite interesting to share. Last night I went to a talk in London, and it was for entrepreneurs, but the speaker was a quadriplegic. Mm-hmm. So he was from Brazil, and at the age of 22, he contracted bacterial meningitis, which meant he was a normal guy, like fit, healthy, loved clubbing, loved going out, loved being social, and he contracted this disease, and within a few weeks later, he had to have both his arms and his legs amputated. Now, firstly, if anyone out there thinks they've got problems,
what is your excuse?
What is your excuse?
Come on.
And it took him 3 years to build up confidence. He could very easily have given up. He now has prosthetic limbs on both his legs and his arms. He was told by every doctor and clinic in the world that he would never, ever, ever be able to get up and be fully mobile again. Now, this man has more excuses than anyone to not do anything. If he doesn't want to go out, or if he doesn't want to drive himself forward, or if he doesn't want to become anything, everyone will say, don't worry, you've got a horrible thing happen to you.
Yeah,
no one argues with him, but the only way that he can push himself is to push himself out of his comfort zone. He now moved away from his family, away from his friends, moved to a different country, moved from Brazil to America to live on his own, where he started his own business, he drives a car, he travels around the world, and he motivates and coaches other amputees. And he's one of the most inspirational entrepreneurs in the world. So guys, push yourself out of your comfort zone. There's no excuses.
No excuse.
Exactly. Great. Thanks.
Yeah.
It's going to be a fun experience.
Journey,
yeah, and that's why it's Journey to My Dreams. The whole thing is
it's well on brand.
Yeah,
always on target.
Yeah, and so coming weeks or days, we're going to transform the whole space into something that's more interview worthy. And that's going to be fun. I've been meaning to do that for a long time, but never had the motivation to prioritize it above other things. But
this is it.
This is it. I'm really happy.
Thank you very much.
It's just the start.
Yep.
Intro 1.
Cheers. As many of you know, today is my birthday, and this marks the 31st year of my life. I don't really care much about these birthday things. The only reason I like them is that they're like steady period in my life. It marks that a year has gone by and I get the chance to review what happened in the past year and make some plans for the next year. So I wanted to do so much. I wanted to talk about so many things, but I don't want to keep this episode too long. So the only thing that I really want to say is that last year has been absolutely amazing. I've been to a lot of new cities, a lot of new countries that I haven't been to yet, and I generally think that I have made a lot of progress towards my dreams. The collaboration with Rebel Head Entrepreneurs is one of the steps that I'm taking. I hope that you'll see some fruit of this collaboration too. Music things coming up massively. I wish I had the time to do everything that I really want to. A lot of remix requests and some really interesting stuff. I'd really like to thank everyone who's been part of my 30th, and I really like to thank all of you who are becoming part of my 31st and the ones after. It's going to be a ride, believe me. And yeah, I enjoy being in the 30s. It means that I'm in my prime and I have the opportunity to do whatever I want. I've built myself a pretty good existence with things that I mostly like doing, and I can keep on doing until my last days, but I probably want to go and do something else, and I'm building that. So the 31st year is all about starting the next journey and building a proper life out of things that I consider important now and I learned to understand and love and pursue. Having learned programming and having learned the art of computer science and all that comes with producing software was a really good decision early on. But doing it for almost 20 years now, I'm growing a bit tired. I still love doing it. I love making things. I love figuring out how to solve very difficult problems and designing complex systems and doing everything that the craft entails. But it's a lonely job and there's no sense of creation and there's no end to it, if I can say that. And that's why I'm really into film and music and all the arts, because you create a piece and it's done. It could be bad, it could be good, but once you released it, once it's out, you don't touch it anymore. You might create another version, but you do not modify. You don't have the way to modify the original one. And that's probably the only shortcoming of software for me, that it's never done. And you can always touch it, you can always modify it, features will be added, bugs will be found, new technologies will arise and you'll have to conform to the new trends. It's a never-ending battle with our own self, and to be honest, I'd like to create something that stays. The medium might change, but the content will not, and that I really enjoy. Oh, this is getting really deep. Anyway, okay. I'm trying to tell you a lot of things that I constantly think about, but I don't think about them in a way that I can actually deliver it. So it's all ramblings, the things that come out of my mind straight away. I think I'd be better off actually writing these down and making a story out of it. If I'll have time. I should edit the how it was made for the music video that we shot in Barcelona. And I should edit a deep interview with some interesting people that I should air on Monday. The how it was made should air on Sunday. The other one should air on Monday. If I do both of these, then there will be no interesting vlog content until Monday. And I don't want to do that. Also, I wouldn't work. Oh, God. Shopping done, I have the loot. Now I'm going back to the same direction because I'm meeting a good friend for breakfast or lunch, or I don't know, I'm hungry. We came by the canal side to enjoy a little drinking session. This is my good friend Melanie, representing Germany from Sweden.
Yes.
and how better than with some beers.